Keyboard Skills Pro. My name is Tom Horton, and today we're going to take a look at learning how to play a composition of mine from my organ keyboard book entitled Power On. Loads of copies of this have been sold, and it seems to be very popular with home musicians. And so I'm going to teach you today how to play the first song in the book. And if you'd like to get a copy of this book, you can treat yourself to a copy via my website, tomhorton.co.uk. And in return for your support of me as a self-publishing composer, I'm going to give you now a free music lesson here on my YouTube channel. So we've got the keys nicely here. We're playing a nice keyboard today in my studio, and here is the camera which will show you where we are on the page. Now, first of all, let's take a look at the beginning. We've got the suggestive voice of a pan flute. And then, of course, you could try a normal flute. There's the oboe. Lots of lovely instruments you could try there for this kind of love ballad melody. And the style I've suggested is an 8-beat ballad or a guitar ballad. Now, the thing with 8 beats is there's many different varieties of 8 beats, and it's basically this kind of standard pop rhythm. And I've got the tempo set at about 90. We've got 85 in the book, but you can adjust that if you want. And of course, we are in the key of C major. And let's take a look first at the chords. So we've got a C chord, we've got an E minor, which is rather nice, D minor, and then over here we come to G sus4. Now G sus4 is G, C, D, and then you drop that down to your G chord. So that gives you that kind of amen sound. So amen. And then from there we're going to twist the hand round to E7. E7's got this G sharp at the bottom. We've got B, D and E, as you probably know. Da 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 da, A minor, and F, G, 7, C. So most of the chords in the opening main theme are the ones that we find in the key of C major. So that's quite pretty to start with. The melody begins up here on the E, nice and high, and it goes down just to C, back all the way up to G. So we've got this opening little quaver run, and that walks up to G and then drops to B. So if you start with your third finger there, 3, 4, da 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 da, G, B. Okay, then lift your hand up, put your thumb on, third finger on C, and it's sort of the same phrase, but it finishes on D. I've got these lovely long notes at the end, which is really nice. The next line starts on E, 2 Ds here, okay, E, D, C, B, and then right at the end, it does this little syncopated bit right at the end here, just before we go into the first time bar. So we're going to go D, C, B, D, C. So da, 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 dum. And what you do is you hold that C into the 4-beat C. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's play that through with the style. Let's take the speed down to 85, and here we go with the counting. C chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear that, look, that change, look. So with the suspended fourth, I've got G, C and D, and then all you do is you drop the C to B. But you've got to do that 2 chords in that bar, G suspended fourth and then G, okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Twist around to E7. Okay, da, da, and here comes that quick C, add a 1, then a fill in. Okay, I think that sounds really pretty. Lovely little tune. A lot of people like this one. Very nice and easy to play. When we play that melody through the second time, we're going to jump over and play the second time bar. And that's the bar there with the second number 2 box over the top. They're actually the same bar, but in the first bar, the first time bar, we've actually got a repeat mark. That's those 2 dots there. So we're going to go all the way back to the beginning and play through. And then the second time we jump over to there. And that lets us carry on into the next section. Okay, now, as I said, you don't have to play it with a pan flute. You could play it with something different. So we could choose something like perhaps an oboe. Maybe an accordion. Notice how I'm playing the melody, very smooth. So right at the end there, look, watch how that change goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the first part of Faraway Romance. By the way, if you're looking on the website, gang, it's got this lovely orange cover. If you just want to buy one sheet, you can do that as well by visiting Sheet Music Plus or Sheet Music Direct. But it's nice to have a proper book. It's nice and big, easy to read. It's ring-bound. I can send these books anywhere around the UK, Europe, worldwide. And guess what? We've got a few in stock. Hooray! But lots of people very kindly have already treated themselves to this book. Okay, let's go down now, going to the third line, bar 10. Now, we're going to go now to F with D minor. Now, a change of sound here. Now, look, I've put P2, preset 2. So let's choose something a little different. Let's go a nice harmonica. Okay, so this is how the next bit goes. Okay, so that's those 2 lines there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars long. And that's basically the middle of the song, is what we call the middle 8, okay? Now, we're starting with D minor chord. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Get my choir going there. Let's pop that on the left hand, drop that down a bit. There we go. So, little finger on the F at the top. Then G minor. So that E creates a bit of a clash. Then a breath. Now we're going to do a little change here. We're going to go C chord with the D. And there's a B natural there. Which then changes to that B flat. B flat chord is F, B flat, D. Oh, and here comes this tied quaver semi-breve rhythm again. Da da, da da, hold, okay? Okay, nice long note there, so 2, 3, breath, B flat and F major 7. By the way, as well as the songs in the book, in the back of the book there is a rather handy left-hand chord chart which will show you all the chords for all the songs. So don't worry if you don't know F major 7, you can actually look it up in the back look, okay? So that's really useful as well. It all comes included in the book. But F major 7 is a nice easy chord. It's F-A-C-E, face. Lovely sound. Now B flat major is F, B flat, D. If we add an A with it as well, we get B flat major 7. Now we're going to go quite high now in the melody, so we're going to be right up here, top A. Okay, so there's a tied quaver crotchet, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and then A minor walks down with the F on the right hand to D minor, quick quaver, back up to A, D7. Notice there's an F sharp there in the melody because we've got the F sharp here in the chord, so that goes in there. And then we finish on G7 there. Okay. Now at the end there it says lots of information. We've got fill in, we've got preset 3, another change of sound before we go back. DC al coda. DC means the beginning. So we go right the way back to the top, play all the way through to here, just before the first time box, and it says they're 2 coda, and then we go down here and we put this little bit on the end. Coda in music means tailpiece, the bit that sticks on the end. So let's play that through now with the style. Here we go. 1, 2, bar 10. Rest, B flat, F major 7. Now B flat 7. Okay, back to the top. There we go, and that's the end of Faraway Romance. So let's just quickly look through the road signs again. So we start at the beginning, all the way through, and we play the first time bar. That sends us back to the beginning. We play through the same music again, and when we get to the end of the bar, just before the first time bar, do, 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 jump there, and you jump over to the second time bar. You then carry on through the middle section, right the way down to the end here. You change the sound, you do a fill in, and it then says go back to the beginning, DC, da capo, that means the start, and play until you're told to go to the coda. So from here we go back to the beginning, play it all the way through again, play it all the way through, play it all the way through, to coda. So we go do, 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 and we jump down here. Now, the coda is 3 short bars, and you're holding the C on the top. So you go F chord, 2, 3, 4, F minor, and C. So the trick there is you mustn't lift that C up on the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, F minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. However, underneath there are 3 other notes which produce a thing known as a counter melody. And what we've got to do with these is play these notes underneath whilst holding the little finger on the top. So I'll show you that. Look, here we go. So F with C, 1, 2, 3, then D, 1, 2, 3, then E. But all the time, look, my little finger is hanging on for dear life. 3, 4, and at the end I've suggested ending 1, which on a lot of keyboards tends to be the shorter ending. Okay, obviously you can check on your home organ or keyboard which one that might be. So let me play the last time through the final bit at the top. Look, we're going to play this through for the last time, and then I'll join the coda on the end. It goes a bit like this. Big sound now. Here we go. Here we go to the coda. Hold, 2, 3, D with the F minor, finish. There we go, and that's how you play Faraway Romance. I hope you've enjoyed this video lesson, folks. Thanks for your interest, and I hope I can count on your support with these free music lessons showing you how to play my music. And I love writing music. It's one of my great passions. I've actually got 5 music books I've published, 3 piano books, 1 theatre organ book. There's another organ book on the way, and these books are designed music for you guys. It's all the levels you'll be able to tackle at home, and I say it's a great way of adding some new music to your collection. The book is called Power On. My name is Tom Horton. Visit my website. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and we'll see you in the next lesson with another song from my book Power On. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.